Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. Frank Warren, promoter, goes in on Skysports. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chat channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family we working. Now, Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, great fight for the heavyweight division. We're waiting on an announcement, and since we've been waiting, it has some people up in arms. Some people are questioning the legitimacy. Will the fight happen this year? Was it just a ploy to sell tickets? All this stuff, right? I told you my stance. I'm on Frank Warren, Tyson Fury's promoter, his verified Twitter account, and we're going to talk about how he clapped back at Skysports. But you see what his header is, this cover art. It's a picture of Wilder versus Fury. It's supposed to be on BT Sport. We don't know the venue. We know it's going to be in America. It's going to be in Vegas, they said, most likely, right? And it's going to be October through December, you know? So we're just waiting on the formalities, if you will. A lot of people, see, and this is what happens. People do videos and write articles, and they try to hedge their bet. They'll act like, oh, why is Frank Warren taking so long? Why is it taking so long? Can we get a date and venue, right? Mind you, a lot of these people are the same people who were like these pawns for Eddie Hearn. And when the WBA offered a 24-hour deadline to announce the Joshua Povetkin fight because they were sick, quote unquote, sick and tired of waiting for Wilder versus Joshua negotiations, and we had to wait weeks until the fight Joshua Povetkin was officially announced, despite a 24-hour deadline. Some of those same shills didn't say anything about that. But since Frank Warren spoke at the Francisco Pineda Fury fight, where we seen Wilder in the ring, we seen Tyson Fury in the ring, they both promised knockouts and stuff and announced the fight formally. It just wasn't, all the details weren't revealed, right? So similar to when Canelo and Golovkin got in the ring after Canelo beat Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., right? You know, you got the pictures and photo ops and stuff like that. And the undercard and all that wasn't announced right then and there. We just knew the date for that particular fight. But again, some of the people who weren't impatient when the WBA jumped in the middle of Joshua and Wilder negotiations, when Wilder's side said, hey, we agree, we just have 2 small issues, 2 small notes, clarify that, and we'll come see you in the UK and we have a fight. WBA jumps in and say, you have a 24-hour deadline to fight your mandatory, you know, and then the Wilder Joshua negotiations fell apart, right? So those same shills had no problem waiting weeks until Joshua Povetkin was officially announced and they had posters and flyers and whatnot, right? But for whatever reason, those same people are impatient with Wilder Fury. What's taking so long? Knowing the fight's not going to be until the 4th quarter, and we haven't even got past Canelo versus Triple G. So I think Frank Warren is just kind of tired of it. Like, he says the fight's still going on. You see the picture. Tyson Fury did a video on his social networks, and he says, not on my watch, it's not getting canceled. It's on like Donkey Kong. I don't know what they're talking about. I ain't talked to no Dan Rayfield or ESPN who started this rumor, you know what I mean, between ESPN and Eddie Hearn. And it's just a bad look. And like I said, people make videos or write articles or leave comments doubting Wilder Fury will take place in 2018. We need some kind of demerit, like merit system, or you know what I mean? Demerits. Like, what happens if you constantly get everything wrong? Are people gonna start not watching your videos now? Or are you going to close your channel? Or are you going to stop talking about the sub? You know, it has to be something. There has to be something that could be done. Maybe if you guys have comments, because some of these dudes keep getting it wrong. Now what people are so afraid of getting it wrong, they probably try to hedge their bets. Things like, oh, Wilder Fury, what's taking so long? Hey, I mean, the fight could happen, you know, and then they want to leave a little bit of hope. But before, they're probably acting like the fight wasn't going to happen. You know, now they're going to leave some hope and act like they're not sure if it'll happen. You know, it's just like I hate that. That's the worst. It's like when a fight prediction comes out, people hedge their bets. They'll be like, Ward Kovalev. Oh, Ward could win if he does this, this, and this, but Kovalev could also knock out Ward. I mean, you can't pick both fighters. You can't have your cake and eat it too. That's not really a fight prediction, because you said Ward will win, but then you also said Kovalev will win. Do you think Wilder Fury will happen this year? Yes or no? And if you don't think it'll happen, make all your videos about it not happening, and then you'll look stupid if it does happen. But the people, why are there people leaving comments, where's the date and venue, and rushing it, or making videos about it, rushing to have the announcement? Either you think it's not going to happen and you don't believe them when they keep telling you it's going to happen, or you can sit the fuck back, have some patience, have some faith, and you think it will happen. But again, people, they can't, they want to have this smear campaign, but they also want to hedge their bets. So they don't want to be wrong, because they're probably sick of being wrong at this point. So they'll be like, oh, they'll create controversy, but then they'll act like, oh, hey, I'm not saying the fight won't happen, but it could happen, but it might not happen. What's taking so long? You have to look at this whole little war we're having in the comment section. What do you believe? Do you think it's going to happen, Wilder Fury? Yes or no? You can't have it both ways. You making a video like, what's taking so long? Why? Why hasn't it been announced? Where's the venue? But then it might happen. You get me? So Frank Warren, he's heard all the conversations, and he says, hi, Sky Sports. This was Sky Sports put out, y'all. Hold on. It says, unlicensed, ! Tagged, Tyson Fury does not yet have a license to box in New York or Las Vegas, despite plan to fight Deontay Wilder. Explain. And then they wrote some kind of article, another like smear campaign. Like, this stuff is going pretty deep. So Frank Warren clapped back. He said, Sky Sports News Corp propaganda at it again. Number one, the fight hasn't even been confirmed to take place in Nevada or New York. Why would he have applied for a license there yet? Meaning they haven't announced a date or a venue, so you don't even know where it's going to happen. Maybe they're still working on that part, right? So how are they going to make, Frank Warren's absolutely right with this point. How are they going to make an article saying, oh, out of the two places we think it may be, Tyson Fury hasn't applied for a license yet? But no, they never even said where it was going to be, because that's what we're waiting on, the date and the venue. So you're just assuming. So why even write an article if you don't even know where the fuck it's going to be? What if they talked to Jerry Jones and they want to put it at AT&T Stadium or some shit in America? What if they felt like, oh, that could be like, Jerry Jones put a last minute huge offer or bid to bring the fight to Texas? You don't know that. So why are you looking for two locations? Maybe it happens in Las Vegas, maybe it happens in New York, but again, they're trying to create this scare because they know they have Joshua Povetkin, and they know no one's talking about it, and they know it's making it look bad. Number two, he says, Billy Joe Saunders hasn't applied to fight in Boston yet, but you are promoting that fight on your schedule, and Saunders is with Frank Warren, and that's absolutely true. He's getting ready to fight in Boston against Demetrius Andrade, and his promoter says Saunders doesn't even have a license to fight in Boston. So what's the big deal? He's a UK fighter too. So once again, propaganda, spin doctors, trying to create havoc and commotion and get people to panic. It says number three, as of today, Alexander Povetkin is not cleared by the local commission to box yet in the UK for the Anthony Joshua pay-per-view in 3 weeks' time. That's something I didn't know. I didn't know Povetkin had not been cleared by the BBOC or whatever. So they're going to have to get that taken care of before the fight is to commence. Then he says, number four, all three boxers will get licenses, but this type of journalism is embarrassing, lazy, unprofessional, and so poor it verges on being funny. And it says, reply to Fury versus Wilder. In the words of the real heavyweight champion, it's on like Donkey Kong. Once again, I don't know why Sky Sports would stoop to this unless they have some indefinite or like definite knowledge that the fight is not going to happen. But Frank Warren is right. This makes them look bad because everyone with BT Sport, Tyson Fury's promoter, Wilder's co-manager, Shelly Finkel, Wilder, Tyson Fury, everyone involved in the fight keeps saying it's going to happen this year. I haven't heard Showtime get on the horn and say it's not going to happen, anything, right? But yet you have this vehicle and you have this force working against them. You have, you know, Eddie Hearn, oh, I won't be, who knows what's going to happen. I'm not going to be sold 100% unless I see Tyson Fury in the ring or I see him at the weigh-in, things like that, right? And they're working so hard. So once again, we need to create some kind of demerit system that when the truth comes out and we see what's going to happen, that people are held accountable. You know, me, I kept it all the way fair. I don't know. I'm going off of what they said. So since they said the fight is on, I'm going to rely on them to cancel the fight or let me know that the fight isn't happening. I'm not going to turn to, let's say, Eddie Hearn, who has nothing to do with this. I'm not going to turn to somebody else other than BT Sport, Frank Warren, Shelly Finkel, or someone to that effect to confirm that the fight is not happening. Tyson Fury keeps saying it's going to happen. Wilder saying it's going to happen. So as a result, then, you know, I'm just going to rock with that. I'm going to rock with that until I hear something from their side, not from ESPN or Dan Rayfield, from the people in charge. You know, that's just what it is. So it's pretty embarrassing, and it's going to be embarrassing. You, like the people, all the detractors and stuff who keep saying it's not going to happen, you guys should probably go into hiding if you're wrong. If Fury and Wilder happens and we start seeing press conferences and, you know, and then they step in the ring, you guys are going to look extremely dumb. That's why it just pays to have a little bit of couth in your journalism, have some patience, wait and see, you know, and then just make sure. You know, Eddie Hearn also said that he looked horrible. Look at Fury. Look at Fury. He's having fun in there. You know what I mean? Wilder's going to have to hit him. You know, Eddie Hearn, this is how I know. This is how I know they're the Sky Sports and Matchroom and stuff feel a type of way, is because they keep talking about it. Why, if you don't think, listen, just really unpack this and look from a educated point of view. If you don't think Wilder Fury is going to happen, you think it's a farce, and you think Tyson Fury is going to find a way to pull out and or he's not ready, then all you have to do is let that unfold. You could just say it once and then be promoting your events. You know, Billy Joe Saunders, Demetrius Andrade, Joshua Povetkin try to sell the remaining tickets that are still available for a fight that's 3 weeks out next month. You know, so why would you keep bringing and ragging on and creating panic and stuff? Why don't you just say your piece, say it's not going to happen, and then keep it pushing? Because ultimately, the seeds are planted. You told people what you thought was going to happen, so it's either going to be true or it's not. But it's also going to make, look, it says BT Sports, it's on Wilder versus Fury. It's going to make these same people look terrible and look like they were hating if this fight happens. I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to warn y'all before it happens. But I've been the one to warn you guys in the past with Joshua Wilder, and I told you it wasn't happening this year. Told you why, everything. You know, we called this down to a T. And then people resisted. They made up their own narratives, and now they're backtracking. Now they're scrambling. And I told you guys, these guys are like frogs. They just jump from lily pad to lily pad, from subject to subject. First, Wilder's ducking Dillian White, and then when Dillian White almost gets stopped by Joseph Parker or doesn't look great versus Robert Helenius, they back off of that. You know, they say Wilder forgot his pin. Wilder has a bum resume. He doesn't want to fight a true challenge. Then he fights Luis Ortiz, so they kind of back off of that argument. And then it looks like he's going to fight Tyson Fury, so they back off that argument. And then they say, now it's Tyson Fury needs more tune-ups. He's not ready. He's going to pull out. But then they just said weeks before the fight was going to happen. I'm telling you, these boys are scrambling, and they're looking terrible right now. That's why Frank Warren had to clap back. Let me know your thoughts. Drop your thoughts in the comments section. Will the fight happen or not? Me, I'm just saying let's wait and see. And until I hear yay or nay from the side who has something to do with making it, not a side who's hating, then I'm rolling with this fight is going to happen until someone from the side who stands to gain a paycheck in this main event tells me no. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.